Hello there, Professor Warsi here. One of my students recently asked me, I don't understand, Professor Warsi, the difference between may and might. I get confused. When should I say may and when should I say might? And I thought to myself, I explained, of course, I gave him the answer. But then I thought to myself, maybe I should put together a lesson on this. So here we are. We're going to learn may and might and understand the differences between them. Okay, so let's begin. Why should we learn the difference between may and might? We should because there is a slight distinction between them. They both express a possibility in the present, in the future, but they're used for different purposes. The differences are very subtle, as I've said in the slide, in the second bullet point. They're very subtle. It may rain later. Okay, so maybe there are like clouds in the sky, and people think it's gonna rain, but it's possible. It's more possible. But I might visit my grandparents tomorrow. It's not certain. It's not 100% sure. Maybe there are other things that should happen before the visit. So the speaker is not sure 100%. I might visit my grandparents tomorrow. Okay? So you can see there is a difference between may and might. Okay. So what is the meaning of may? May expresses possibility, or it may even express seeking permission or asking somebody for permission. So you may enter the room now, to giving somebody permission. Like, you may borrow my pen, or you may leave now. You may enter the room now. That's permission. And a possibility, we may have dinner early tonight, or we may go to the movies tonight. It depends, but it's certainly possible. All right? Okay. So what's the difference between may and might? Might is less certain than may. Okay? And the examples are, they're hypothetical in nature. They may even refer to a past possibility that the speaker is not sure of. She might join us if she finishes work early. So it's uncertain. So let's call this woman Jane. She's working, and there's a party that she wants to go, but it all depends on her work. If she finishes her work, she might go to the party. He might have called while you were out. And the speaker does not know for sure, but it's a past possibility. He might have called. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. Okay? So that is might. Okay. So let's take a quick look on the key differences between may and might. At the certainty level, may is higher than might. Right? May is more certain, more possible than might. And it's important to note that may refers to the present, now, like I may go, or the future. I may go to my sister's house tomorrow, in the future, or even tonight, in the future. But might can refer to present, future, as well as past. It may rain later, and it might rain later. Of course, the probability of raining is higher when you say may. It's less when you say might. Okay? So, what is the rule of thumb? The golden rule is that use may when you're asking for permission, such as, may I borrow your pen, please? Or likely possibilities. Use might when you're not certain, when you're not sure. Okay? All right. So let's do this practice. It's an exercise I have put together for you. I'll stop the video now. Okay? This is a short exercise. There's only 4 questions I've asked you. And use either may or might, depending on the sentence. So let's try, and then I'll give you the answers. Okay, here are the answers. Number 1 is might. Number 2 is may. Number 3 is might. And number 4 is again may. How did you do? Did you do well? Did you get all 4 questions correct? Okay. If you didn't, it's no problem. Remember, we are all learning together, and it's okay if we make a mistake here and there. All right, here's a second exercise. Now that you have done 1, you should do better, right? Okay. So rather than filling in the blanks, I'm asking you to rewrite these sentences using either may or might. Number 1, it's possible that I'll go to the party. Rewrite the sentence using may or might. How would you do that? Try it. You must write, right? Because you want to be a good writer. You want to improve your writing skills in English. So practice writing. All right. Complete the exercise and I will show you the answers. What do you think? It's possible that I'll go to the party is rewritten as I might go to the party. So the person is not sure. But the likelihood of going to the party is not high. She may visit the museum tomorrow. May is stronger than might. And they might have been at the park earlier. Okay? All right. So let's take this quiz. There's just 2 questions. And I have given you, for each question, I've given you 2 choices, A and B, and you have to pick one. Okay, these are the answers. There are 2 answers, right? One answer for each. A is it may snow tomorrow, and B is he might have forgotten his wallet. And in the second example, or the question, if you will, he may have forgotten his wallet is incorrect. Can you tell why? Because this sentence is about the past. It's something that happened before. And in that case, might is less certain, so the person is just guessing, saying, oh, he might have forgotten his wallet in Central Park. By the way, the picture that you see, that is Central Park in New York. Very famous. Okay. All right, so some common mistakes that you should avoid when you speak in English, when you write in English, is he may have been there, but we aren't sure. See, again, the reference is to the past, something that may or may not have happened. He may have been there. It's about the past. In this context, it's better to use might. He might have been there, but we aren't sure. Okay? I've given you one more incorrect example and also shown you a correct example. I wasn't at the meeting, but John might have left early. This person, the speaker or writer of the sentence, was not at the meeting. So this person is not sure. It can't say with confidence, yes, I know I was there. John was at the meeting. He joined the meeting. He came to the meeting. But because the person is not sure, she is using might instead of may. All right? So this was a quick, short lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I've summarized the lesson. May is used for higher certainty and might for lower certainty. Now, to wrap this up, write 5 sentences, right? Be creative. Use your imagination. Sit down, grab a piece of paper and pen or your laptop or tablet. Write 5 sentences, and in each sentence, use either may or might. You can't use both, right? So write 5 sentences use may and might. And if you're not sure, you can always ask me questions. I love answering your questions. So write your questions in the comment box and work hard. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.